to make our way slowly up to Inverness today and pass all the locks now. So I've got my map out here and we're trying to figure out where we are and where we're going. So we know where we are. We're here in Strathclyde, but we've got to head up in this direction today. So there's
Fort William,
and we're going to go across. There's the series of canals and things right across there, isn't it? All the locks.
All locks.
Are we going on a barge? We're going on a barge.
That is a barge, isn't it? And then we go in this way up somewhere.
So Inverness, we're there.
Inverness, stopping there.
Stop there, over the bridge. And then it's up to somewhere with Wick, I think it is, up there.
And that's where we stop in for the night then, is it? And then we're going
to
do John O'Groats first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Drinking tea. Do you know this is my second cup of tea today, I think. It's mad.
How many coffees we've had? 3?
2.
3 for me. First thing morning.
Yeah, one in the hotel.
One in the hotel. One hotel. Distillery.
And the petrol station.
Oh, a petrol station, yeah. So 4.
So I think I had 3. But this is only my second cup of tea today, which shows you how much I'm enjoying myself, because I'm normally in double figures easily, if not more. So I'm only not drinking this much tea when I'm like really into something.
Yeah.
So like it's withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, we digress. Day 2, now in Wick, which is just outside behind the camera there in
Stunning views.
And we're going over the fuel bill for today. So I have filled my car up one more time, first thing this morning. So this is the third time my car's been filled up, and I spent— and I got another 30 litres of fuel and I'm gonna need to fill up again in the morning. So, well, I got just between quarter and half tank, but I've still got some fuel left, which is good. Jason's gone off screen.
Sorry.
Empty screen, man.
Right, there we are. So, Jason with Hamish then.
Right. So 30 litres this morning.
30 litres, right.
So it's 59 quid. 59.26.
£59.26. Go on in.
Mine was only filling up because you were topping up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah,
otherwise, I think it would have been
fuel.
fine. Didn't need
Yeah.
fuel. But mine took 27 litres
27 litre fuel.
at
We
around
paid
about £53.
£53. The interesting thing about that is you were both saying today that if you carry on going, you'd probably got here on your first tank.
On the
wouldn't you?
first tank, yes.
So
Yeah.
the diesels would have made it from Llandovery almost to, because we're only about 15-20 miles from John O'Groats.
Yeah.
So nearly from Llandovery to John O'Groats in a diesel mini in one tank, and probably if you were driving frugally, you would have made it all the way.
Yeah. If we had driven, I think if we'd have been driving a little bit calmly at times, I think we would have been.
Definitely would have got there.
Oh God, there,
On
yeah.
the tank.
Well, we were averaging, tidally on the Duke on the motorway, it was 80 miles a gallon, and then it's dropped down to 77.5. So we're like,
But this is the interesting thing, right? Running total so far on day 2, it's cost me £120 to date on fuel for Horace. You guys have spent more. So what was that 72 and 53?
so yeah, well,
80, 90,
that's
110,
130.
120. Yeah, so it's 125.
Yeah, so 125, yeah.
125 so
Okay.
far.
122.
122. So we're actually level pegging so far. But
But what we got in our tanks?
Yeah, what we got in the tanks.
Yeah.
Well, I know
We were a third down, was it?
yeah,
the third down of mine. So
Yeah, we're third tank down.
I've got, saying range-wise, around about over 400 odd miles
yeah.
left.
Whereas I've got more like about 50. So day 3 is where the petrol mini is going to start losing badly with the fuel.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's fuel in tank, isn't
Yeah,
it?
fuel in
Which
tank.
we're not measuring
Which
until the
I
end.
know.
I started with half a tank already, so I had a bit of a head start in terms of how much fuel I
Costing.
already had. So
And
it
I
only
filled
cost
up,
me
from empty.
40, yeah.
Empty.
Yesterday it cost me 45 quid, and I think you were 63, you were 72, so I had to buy a lot more fuel than me in the first place. But where it's evening out is generally petrol cap here is about 8 to 10 pence a litre cheaper. So I'm gaining a little bit there.
Of course, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite enough to make up for the difference in fuel consumption between the two
What's
cars.
the litres you've actually filled up then? So that's
Yeah,
going to be...
that's the important part. The
Alright,
litrage.
so-
yeah.
Right, okay, let me work this out then. So I had 23 litres first of all, then another 9 litres, so 32, and another 30. So I've put 60 litres of fuel in my car.
Yeah, 62 litres.
62 litres. Aled, 36 litres and 27 litres, 50, 8, 9, 60, 63 litres.
litres.
So the same.
63 litres. And the same for you, 62. So we've actually
Level
put the
pegging,
same
yeah.
this
Amount of
level
fuel
pegging.
in.
It's mad, isn't
So
it?
the,
So I
so
think
the
the
saving is in the tanks,
Yeah,
now.
the savings in the tank, the litrage. We shouldn't.
Again, tomorrow,
We've got
Tomorrow you guys
tomorrow's
will
going to
overtake
swap
me.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think
unless petrol is significantly cheaper up here.
well,
I don't think it is.
I don't know what it is. I think it's probably a couple of pence. That's all.
Where I lost out is paying £2.22 a litre for that stupid 9 litres of fuel.
Super unleaded.
That's made no difference whatsoever.
No.
and cost
Wasn't
me
running
£40.
really good the next morning.
No, that's true.
So yeah, the question now is as to whether Horace is going to actually make it for the rest of the trip, because it started running a bit rough this morning and it needed a bit of oil, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
not much oil. I think it was like less than half a litre, which is
Yeah, it's all right. And
Not
it's
too
the
bad.
distance, because what we've done about 500-600 mile.
in total a minute. I've done in my car 670 odd
I
miles.
think that's the most accurate, because I forgot to do my mileage counter till Right then, day 2 map then. So we started out this morning here in Strathclyde, which isn't spelt like that.
It's phonetic, it is.
Yeah. I can't spell. So we went north from there then, didn't we?
Yeah,
somewhere in that direction, and we ended up right the way up there. I'll keep drawing lines, and right here in Fort William, where I saw a cow. I'm going to draw a cow. And it was a hairy cow as well, so I'll give him some hair. I don't do cows or drawing, so in general, so that's my cow. You guys bought some whiskey, and we had the great whiskey heist.
Not gold bars this time, it was like the whiskey heist then.
Italian
No
job.
gold bars in Scotland.
No, exactly.
And then from there, then we went
Well, we had a bit of cliffhangers
east
as well on the journey.
East way, isn't it? No, it wasn't east, was it? We went up the all the
It's
lochs.
northeast.
So Loch Norman, which is hidden under there. So there's a big. So basically, this area is water. There's a big pooly lake
Big
thing
puddles.
going on.
We call it big puddles.
Lots and lots of big puddles, and then we ended up there, which was oh god, that's
Inverness.
Inverness. Yes, which isn't where the Loch Ness Monster is.
No.
It's sort of another direction.
Well, in between. It's like in between somewhere.
Yeah,
There.
Yeah, so
Big loch.
I did that because there's lots of them, and I couldn't remember which one's which or what they're called. So there's check for me. There's water there, and I haven't actually got a blue pencil. I'm going to use a green one, and we're going to have green water instead.
What colour the cows are?
Cows are red.
Oh, they're red.
So then we didn't stop there, did we? Where did we stop? I'm trying to think now. Did we stop in Inverness? No, we didn't, did we?
No, we carried on
going.
past Inverness.
We stopped in a garage, sort of like.
We stopped in a garage, yeah.
Sort of somewhere like by there.
Yeah, just
We went
Just after the Glenmorangie distillery, wasn't it?
in around that direction. Stopped there for a cup of tea and some kind of cakey thing.
Yeah.
And then went in this direction to where we are now, which is Wick. And on the route, we came across a crazy guy on some kind of two-wheel device. I'm not sure what about there. And basically, the car that you see coming the other way, that motorcycle, that's what they're called, motorcycles, overtook all 3 minis plus another car, and then pulled in just in time to not be mullered by the car going the other direction.
That little
And
coaster
for him to
coming the other way.
be going that fast, probably driving wrong side of a ton, I reckon.
Easy. Well, we were close to 58, 59.
Yeah.
We were just plodding along because we were behind this car that Jason was in front of.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what. So there's crazy motorcyclists in this area.
Crazy,
I saw the black thing there because that's an engine, and
We think it looked like that. We didn't get a chance to see yesterday.
yeah.
No,
it
was a...
I'm not sure where the person was. So that exists in about this area. So if anyone knows who that motorcyclist is, please tell us, because we'd.
Crazy motherfucker.
So that's where we stopped there for tonight now in Wick, which is, in fairness, I know we've got a bit of screen glare, it's absolutely gorgeous up there. That's the harbour. We're staying in a little hotel.
Well, in a B&B called the Harbour Master, and
So
we have to be honest, it's
get into
fantastic.
the North Coast 500. Look at this place because it's just before John O'Groats, and it is awesome. But we stop in the night here. That's where the 3 minis are. They're just parked outside. And we're going to carry on tomorrow. Going to hit this little place here, which is apparently the end of the one end of the UK. The other end is down here somewhere. And this is something I wanted to talk about yesterday, because where did the minis come from? I forgot to mention that. So
Funny that you should say
this
that.
is another kind of thing. So
should we start with mine?
yeah, start with yours. So this Hector. Where did Hector come from?
Hector came from somewhere up past Welshpool in a place called Wrexham.
All the way up there. So really speaking, this is where the game has started. Really, I think I'm going to patent this game. By the
Well,
way.
yeah, because funny enough, I bought Hector first.
Hector was the first car, wasn't it? But,
First car to be bought.
But Hector had been, and that's what it looked like.
And it was left there for
It was
a
one
while.
step out of the scrapyard,
When did we go
basically. That was in.
in the
So you bought Hector first, but we
Yeah.
actually collected it last.
Last.
Didn't we?
It was
that
last
was the last
turn up.
car because the first car that was actually on the road properly was that one. And
Good old Hamish.
Good old Hamish.
And where did Hamish come from?
He came from a delightful little town in South Wales called Morriston,
Surprised it wasn't up on bricks.
which I did a full check on the car. I was the right owner.
Yeah.
So somewhere on but there. So Morriston. Affectionately known as Monkey Town as well.
Yeah. All the way down there. So that's the starting point for that car. And then the last car of all, which was mine, so I think I was the last to find the car, wasn't
You're
I?
last to find.
Yeah.
But
Second to get.
collect. And I looked, we wanted to do the Italian job colours, red, white and blue cars, and I couldn't find one. I just couldn't find one anywhere. I looked all over Wales, all over eBay.
And when me and Jason put suggestions up, it was too late. The car.
Yeah, the cars were either going quickly or they were absolutely trash because the red ones are either covered in lacquer peel or they've been absolutely knackered. So, looking all over the country, one comes up in Penzance, all the way down here, just by Land's End, and we drove down, didn't we? We drove all the way down there on the off chance, and I bought it without testing it really. But in fairness, I've got nothing bad to say about the chap who sold me the car because he was totally honest. He told me that there was a few issues with it, and there was. And so,
Fair wishes.
Horace came from Penzance.
And to be fair, Horace drove back well.
Yeah. Yeah, they got home,
A couple
didn't
of
they?
missed beats, but apart from that, drove back well and used about a litre of oil.
Yeah.
At least.
But in the meantime, it's broken down there, it's broken down there, it's broken down over here somewhere, it broke down up
Giant
here.
dots now.
It broke down in Carmarthen, it broke down in your house and
Outside my house, it decided to explode.
It didn't get to Talbot one day when I tried taking it to Talbot. So, but out of the three cars, it started out there and it is now all the way up here in
Totally
Wick.
opposite
So
ends of
I'm not
the
sure
spectrum.
how many minis in this country have done Land's End to John O'Groats, but in the morning Horace will be one of them. Although I don't actually know if it's been to Land's End. It's been to Penzance, which is almost Land's End, and that's probably nowhere Penzance is. Penzance is more like there, I think, but it's close enough. But yeah, so that's the three starting points for the mini. So if anyone can actually think of a really good game that you can make up out of this kind of thing, maybe some dice rolling and things like that. But map of the UK, 3 cars, 3 starting points, and you've got to get around the UK and back to your starting points without breaking down or exploding or getting carjacked or ended up on bricks or ended up bankrupt. Or running out of fuel, which is another one in this current thing. So, but yeah, there's a game coming here. Apart from the red cow and the green water, it's looking pretty. I'm getting the map is looking too bad, but that's where we are today. Tomorrow we are going up around the top, coming around. Where are we stopping tomorrow?
Ullapool,
Just
which
short of Ullapool.
is somewhere between here and this island. I don't know. Yeah, it's over there somewhere.
And I'm going to add somewhere, because there was a lovely statue that we called by, and we forgot to add, but it's quite poignant. It's the Commando Memorial.
Oh yes, yes.
And that was somewhere around about there.
Yeah, we did stop there.
And that is just shy of Ben Nevis, wasn't it?
Yeah,
overlooking Ben
We
Nevis.
stopped and saw Ben Nevis, and
So-
we saw it twice actually, because we saw it from the whiskey distillery as well.
Yes.
So none of us have actually drunk any whiskey today. I'm
No,
totally sober all day.
Totally
so-
sober.
But there is a lot of whiskey currently in the cars. So
Yeah.
which is why I'm not going to post this video until they definitely end up on bricks then, because the whiskey in the cars is probably worth more than at least one of them. But yeah, so that's where we're at so far. Tomorrow we travel further west and then back down.
Yes.
So